Digital media changes our ways of seeing by increasing visual monitoring of others. Since the beginning of the 21st century, online social networking has become more and more ingrained in our culture. Technological advances in portable computers, wireless internet connections, and smartphones have greatly contributed to the growth and accessibility of these websites. With the addition of MySpace in 2003, Facebook in 2004, and Twitter in 2006, social networking sites have become part of our daily lives. Belonging to one of these websites is a social norm.
Facebook alone has over 500 million active users, making it the most commonly used social networking site in the United States of America. One of the most distinguishing, widespread elements of social networking sites is the use of pictures to personalize profiles. Over 30 billion pictures are uploaded each month to Facebook alone. These pictures, whether profile pictures or just snapshots from last weekend, allow the user to individualize their profiles and create whatever representations of themselves they choose. The images enable the user to create a persona that can be viewed by other members of society. By carefully selecting the photos they are tagged in and which photos are posted to his or her profile, the user can directly control how other viewers view him. However, a question arises. Does this constant visual monitoring prevent viewers from forming an accurate perception of the person being viewed? Pictures uploaded onto profiles are there solely for others to observe. The purpose of these pictures is to provide basic information to the viewer, like what recent activities they've been involved in and what they look like. The observation of other people's pictures on their profiles is an alternative form of surveillance, called sousveillance. Surveillance is inverse surveillance, meaning peers have access to monitor each other. Friends no longer have to ask what they did this weekend because they can find the answer to this question simply by looking through their friends' pictures. Surveillance grants access to the intimate lives of others through every posted picture. As viewers survey the images, opinions begin to form and judgments of the users are made based solely on posted pictures. This can create problems because every photograph can be taken out of context and thus lead to misinterpretation and negative assumptions about the user's character. So then, a more pertinent question arises. How have these social networking websites, and specifically the pictures uploaded onto them, affect how we see ourselves and one another? The first way in which these technological advancements in social networking sites have affected our ways of seeing is through the increased development of personas. This mask or facade formed at the whim of the creator is entirely of their own design. This is achieved mainly through the use and manipulation of pictures.
Yeah, I am. I'll untag myself if I look really bad in one or if I don't want my mom to see it.
Not really. I don't pose nude too often, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm a business major, so being careful of what you post is important.
I hope they do because a lot of them I'm being really weird in, which I guess is sort of normal.
They just show my crazy side and who I am with my friends and my everyday life.
Well, the pictures are taken from basically my everyday life stuff, hanging out with friends and stuff like that, so pretty accurate activities, and they're not photoshopped or anything.
I think it's pretty important because it's the first thing people see when they're just scrolling down the page. Or if that's the first time they've seen your profile, then they'll connect that picture with your name when they actually see you.
It's pretty important. That's like the first thing somebody sees, so like I can automatically tell if someone's a douchebag or not by their profile picture. Like if they're shirtless, they're a douchebag, that kind of thing.
Through the total control of these images, one may create a view of exactly what they want others to see.
Sense of humor, character.
Just the people I hang out with, what I like to do, that I like to have fun, but not really party that much.
What I look like and that kind of stuff, and what kind of person I am and things I like to do.
Just simply who I am, like my personality, and just that I'm a nice, caring person.
Although the marvels of this new technology provide unlimited amounts of information to viewers, it subsequently consists only of the image that the producer wants the viewer to see. We are then forced to ask ourselves, how real is the person that is discovered on the social networks of today? Just by looking at the selection of information found on profiles, it is nearly impossible to tell. With photo editing and the ability to choose which pictures of oneself appear, the possibilities are nearly endless. Anybody can conform to whatever image they want to give off and hide behind a persona that takes on a life entirely of its own. With a few simple clicks of a button, anybody can reinvent themselves instantly in plain view of the entire public. The ramifications of this are only beginning to become evident, however, as Facebook creeping and judging based on images come into play.
Because constant interaction with one another via the internet has changed our ways of seeing, we have invented new words to describe these social networking experiences. One example of this is creeping.
According to the popular site UrbanDictionary.com, creeping is the act in which one looks at a friend's or stranger's profile, pictures, and recent activity in order to obtain information about a person.